Phil Hronek.
Face-off becomes so critical in these 3-on-3 now.
Byfield wins, and the Kings will be first to possess the puck. He brings the puck ahead to Byfield. Now Kempe. Adrian Kempe fakes a slap shot. Byfield in the room. Out to greet him is Sherwood. Clark. Kempe missed the puck in the corner. Hronek takes it away. Byfield trying to steal the puck back. Canucks working feverishly to keep it as theirs. And now Hronek works it free to Sherwood. Back for Hronek. And they'll just keep playing catch. With Sherwood now bringing the puck out. Quinn Hughes has one leg over the boards right in front of you. He's ready to come on, and Hronek will allow that to happen by leaving the puck at center for Elias Pettersson. So Pettersson changed after losing the faceoff. Now with the puck, he's back out there along with Hughes and Besser.
Oh, here we go, Shorty.
Canucks are a overtime possession team. Oh, here's a turnover. Besser gets in front of Fiala, and Lankinen pokes the puck to Hughes. After Pettersson fell down at center, Brock Besser, who wasn't going to win a speed race with Fiala, used the big frame to just get in his way.
Good thing he recognized early. That's a really sweet play from Besser.
Pettersson in. Elias Pettersson tried a shot, and that winds up on the stick of Besser on the near side. Evander Kane comes onto the ice as Hughes circles at center. Besser takes his pass and steps into the LA zone. Leaves for Kane. Shoots. Blocker saved by Anton Forsberg. Kane keeps after the puck. Fiala takes it away. And now Besser and Hughes have to stay out. Leferrier in on the right wing. Drops to Fiala. Clark. And the Kings are going to get fresh legs out there. Besser and Hughes have both been out there a while. Now Besser able to get to the bench. Replaced by Max Sassone. Nobody worries too much if Quinn Hughes gets into a 2 or 3 minute shift. He's used to it. Trevor Moore, he's at a minute 40 right now. Kings still have the puck, and here's Clark with room. Shooting! Hit the post! And Sassone picks up the loose puck. Hooked from behind, lost possession, and Quinn Hughes has to stay on. Kopitar in, missed the net. Canucks will try to skate back. DeBrusk can't catch up with the puck, and the Kings make it another chance here with Hughes forced to stay on. Moore, Hughes got his stick in there. He's at 2:10 on this shift now, and he is starting to look a little gassed. Hughes will make his way to the bench now. He's just hit 30 minutes in the game as the Canuck captain, but he's getting a breather now. With a minute 40 to go in overtime, Hronek in. Sherwood takes his pass. DeBrusk had his stick knocked out of his hands. He'll go to the bench, replaced by Elias Pettersson. Sherwood stick handling in the LA zone. Pettersson takes his pass, and he'll bring the puck back outside the line. If you haven't watched the Canucks play overtime this year, this is their MO. Pettersson stumbled, lost the puck.
Twice he's gone down in overtime here.
And the Kings have a 2-on-1. Fiala with Kempe. Fiala cuts across. Fiala centers, healed wide. Kempe open net, scores. Third overtime winner of the season for Adrian Kempe. As the Canucks tried to play the possession game, but they lost it in the LA zone, and the Kings went the other way with Kempe ending it and giving the Kings a 2-1 win.
Brad Clark had the best chance early on as his shot beats Lankinen but hits the crossbar, and after a wild sequence where Pettersson has fallen down, now the Kings get out on the 2-on-1. Fiala's pass is miscued by Byfield, and it ends up being a perfect pass to Adrian Kempe. Kempe who signed an 8-year, $85 million extension in October, late October. Fires, well, actually, it was in November if I had my months right. He fires this into the empty net, and the Canucks are scrambling. They just can't get back into position, and Kempe's got the overtime winner, his 8th of the year.
Came in with just 1 goal in his last 10. I'm not sure what the Canucks might think is happening. We'll keep it here just in case. Tyler Myers is over pleading something, but now he's going to skate to the dressing room. It looks like, unless he's skating to tell everybody to come back, he is.
He is, because he went, the officials are now coming back, and
oh, could there be a goalie interference? And that would be in keeping with this game, and it would just be perfect. Okay, is Byfield getting his way?
Yes,
yeah.
it is. Oh boy, this is going to be close.
Please, the play is under review.
So Lankinen couldn't get to his left as the puck came to Kempe. Byfield wasn't in the crease.
Yeah, I don't know, but they're going to take a look at it. The goalie has to be able to play his position. I don't.
But does that extend to where this occurred?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, because it's not like the blue paint is the only thing that matters. Lankinen's down. He's going to get up and try to move to his left. The question will be whether he would have had a chance to play.
After the video review that was initiated by the Situation Room, the call on the ice stands. It's a good goal.
So it was the Situation Room
Right.
that wanted to make sure everybody took another look at it.